Namaskar, my dear friends. So, as you know, we have a FPGA power supply requirement these days, and these are very critical power supply requirements. We have very low voltage like 1 volt, 1.8 volt, 3.3 volt, 1.35 volt for DDRs. Okay, so like it is like internal core voltage, it is auxiliary voltage. We have like like VCC IO voltage, basically logic levels and all. We have DDR voltage requirements. So all these things becomes very critical when we have several like power voltage rails. Okay. So what we have done is we have tried utilizing one of the most popular IC that is there, ADP 5014, and we are going to give you a complete solutions with like proper power sequencing of this range, which is 1 volt, 1.8 volt, 3.3 and 1.35. If there is a need, we can customize you by giving you a proper options as well, because we have the options in the circuit design itself, and you can directly take this circuit and put it in your actual circuit of your FPGAs. Okay. So the files that will be available with us will be a schematic PDF, we have bill of materials, we have ORCAD schematic, that is kind of like .dsn file. It will be easy directly to take and put it in your actual circuit, or if you want to evaluate this particular device, you can directly take evaluation boards from the analog devices as well. Okay. So let us get into the like files that we are going to support you. All right, so this is the complete circuit design with like proper test points and input voltage and all, everything is there. Then we have output voltages like 1 volt, 1.8 volt, 3.3 volt and 1.35 volt. If there is a need, we have a provision of changing the voltage outputs as well. These two are always fixed. Okay, they can be changed only by like the set rating. However, for feedback voltage changes, you will be able to change these two outputs. Okay. Anyway, this particular design is fixed for the outputs of like 1 volt, 1.8 volt, 3.3 volt and 1.35 volt. Coming back to the other parts, we have here like a power up sequencing setup. Okay, so power up sequencing, if you want, you can always like do a different power up sequencing by putting the like no connect and connect resistors. We have put one indication as well, so like once this particular LED is glowing, it means all the outputs are powered up properly with their like specified tolerances. So this is a red LED that is put on the PCB. If you want, you can change the color of LED, which can be like green or something like that, by putting another part. So this is a very standard LED that has been used, 0603 package, so that can be replaced with any color LED. Coming back to the voltage setting, so voltage setting is done by VSET pin, that is one thing, and another thing is it can be set by feedback pin also when my output voltage is greater than 2 volt. Okay, so this is the understanding from the IC point of view. So as you can see very nicely, this particular IC pins has been arranged, and like this is going to give you outputs of like four voltage rails. Now let us get into the let us get into the bill of materials, so that you can have an understanding like how and what are the parts that is involved in this. All right, so this is the bill of material that is there. So we have like items, quantity, references, we have parts, manufacturer name, and then we have manufacturer part number, we have description, then we have PCB assembly, and then PCB footprint. Okay. So assembly, if it says NC, means you don't have to place these components on the PCB. That's the understanding you should have. Now let us get into the like parts that is taken from. So since it is a industrial design, so we have taken most of the parts like industrial grade. And if you wish to utilize it in let us say automotive application or something like that, you can do that as well. So you can see all the capacitors are there from like Samsung. If you want, you can replace these capacitors from TDK or maybe Camet and all, if you have to have a very like a better understanding, or like better feasibility. Okay. Coming back to the like inductors and LEDs, that is taken from Murthy Electronics. We have a resistor that is taken from Stackpole, and then we have other parts as well. Okay, this is the analog devices IC that is being used right Now, to reduce the form factor of this particular IC, what you can do is you can replace all the resistor, you can replace all these 0603 resistors to 0402 resistors in your design. Okay, so that's not a problem at all. Like all the 0603 resistors can be changed to 0402. There will not be any need of any design challenge or something like that. Only one resistor, which is 10 ohm, that you maintain it to 0805. Okay, so please reach out to us if you need a complete design. And this part, as I have already explained this particular IC details and design in our previous videos. Like this is the IC that has been used for several application in our design, which is there from Spartan 7 and then ARTIX 7. Okay, so we have basically AMD FPGA 7 series, and we have utilized it for 196 pin as well as 324 pin, two ICs. One is from Spartan 7, one is from ARTIX. Okay, if you want, you can go for lower version as well, like XC7S25 or XC7S15 as well. Okay, and you can have complete idea of this particular design that we had given you. And we have several channels like channel 1, 2, 3, 4, and there turn on, or like power up sequencing is sequencing can be changed properly. So all right, hope you find this solution suitable to you. And if it is suitable, you please reach out to us, and we will be able to support you in any kinds that is possible. All right guys, enjoy.